Right, mic check 1 2. Here live in the Coronet on a Sunday morning at nearly 10 o'clock. Here with Bubble and Squeak. He's a wrestling customizer, figure, creator.
Also your brother.
Also my brother, yeah. So here to talk about him today and interview him. You know, just have a little chat. It's a Sunday morning and up and early. Ready to go, yeah. So what made you want to customize? Because obviously you've been doing it for like 9-10 years now. So
Doing it for like, I'd say proper figures, I'd say since 2008, 2009. 2008, 2009. I'd say I've always been like painting toys, like Action Man and all that when we were young. And like the Titantron figures. I'd paint them. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I'll
cheers,
put that
mate.
in my money pot.
Free money there, fucking hell.
It's 320p, lovely, thank you.
That's a Coronet for you, mate.
Yeah, no, I'd always paint figures when I was young. Action Man. I wouldn't say Barbie that much because we never had no sisters, but yeah, no, ever since I was young, man. Like, yeah, that's it really. And kind of just evolved into the Jacks and then evolved in the Mattel figures, just, you know, watching people on the forums, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, obviously you're currently working on a figure right now. I won't reveal it.
Yeah.
Just in case some people don't know, but obviously if you know.
Yeah.
How do you get round to like choosing who you wanna create next, or like replicate from like certain era or of person?
Alright, so at the moment I'm in this competition with Nick's Custom Toys. So there's been 3 rounds. Nick won the first round, Eddie Guerrero versus Eddie Guerrero. Second round, it was just any wrestler, you know, just sort of like sculpting. Most like attention to the sculpting was like that sort of round. So I chose Stone Cold and he chose Ahmed Johnson. I won that one. So this one now is 2 wrestlers.
Nice.
So it's like a wrestler with his manager or his valet, so like a woman manager. And obviously I'm not going to say who I've made yet. Obviously there will be sneak pictures that I'll put out. Nick knows what I'm doing, but what makes me decide, just what my interests have always been.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's current guys or, you know, legends or I don't know, just whatever the theme seems to be, I kind of just think, what do I like, or who haven't I made that I want to make, or what's different that I haven't done. So them sort of things really.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But it's like, I won't reveal it obviously, but it looks very nice at the minute.
Yeah, no, it's going well.
And I think it's going to be very unexpected.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think no one's going to expect this one. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. I'll have to go for a lot of work.
It is going to be different because like, I see a lot of customizing figures these days, and it's just like, it's currently up to date. So every new custom you see is pretty much...
Well, current wrestlers.
Yeah, current wrestlers.
Yeah. They're like refixing and stuff, which is amazing what they do, man. Like, there's a lot of people that do amazing stuff. But I know what you're saying, like, it's only current stuff. Not a lot of people go back to the old school sort of thing. But it's because current guys, there's no current guys that might not have their figures yet. So people want to make that. People want to have that figure. That's what made me started doing it again.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I wanted to, and it's another one going back to your first question. The reason why I started customizing was because if I never had a figure, I wanted to make it.
Yeah.
So if like Jeff Hardy never had, if I saw Jeff Hardy on 1 week of SmackDown and he had a face paint and there was no toy of him, I'd have to paint it myself. So, you know, that stuff kind of, that's what I know what people, you know, are doing there, because I went through the same thing. We all do it. We all want that new stuff that we can't get.
I know what you mean.
But yeah.
I've seen like a few customs recently that Empire did.
Yeah, Empire. Is it Empire Wrestling? Yeah.
Yeah, Empire Wrestling.
Let's just have a look on his Instagram. Yeah,
he did a Bray Wyatt. And
Bray Wyatt with a mask.
That looks so sick.
Yeah, that does look good.
That looks so sick. Like, he did the Pete Dunne as well, wasn't it? I like the Pete Dunne with the. It's where he put like actual like hair on it.
No, you're talking about Bew Animations.
Yeah, Bew.
But Empire Wrestling done a good. He done a good job well, I think it was yesterday. He uploaded the Samoa Joe and he fixed that.
Apologies to View. I didn't want to.
But View Animations, yeah, that guy is. He is probably the best at customizing. I've got a top 5 of my favourite.
Don't reveal it just yet, you know.
What of my top 5 favourite?
Yeah, don't reveal it.
No, I think they know who they are really. I'd say my top 5 is probably View. This ain't in order, but it's either View Animations, obviously the NWF and Turbo Toys, my boys, the BWO. I'd say Rocker Jabroni.
Yeah.
And I want to say Mad Reaper on Nick's Custom Toys. Those 5. But View done a wicked Bray Wyatt. It's that one there.
Because I'm currently on Instagram now, just checking through like what we really like. Yeah, that's really good.
And that's the second one.
I've seen
He done one before that as well.
I love the new look as well that he's got.
What, Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, man. It just reminds me of
It's like
one of the
school
Joker comics as well.
Yeah.
You know when he just rips off his face and he just
and
you see the flesh. It's
that's
the Killing Joke.
that's not the Killing Joke. No, that's Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, the Batman series. Just
what?
Batman.
We've got that mask at home, like the actual mask from the comic. I remember we got it from Forbidden Planet.
It makes me feel sick when I look at it.
Yeah.
I just hate the fake hair.
Yeah, the fake hair is a bit.
Makes me want to like gag
spooky,
like.
But like.
I don't forget when we was taking photo shoots of that. We were taking pictures in Covent Garden.
That was my first.
And we was in the alleyway taking the picture.
Yeah.
And those 2 guys came and they freaked out. They just ran back.
They were scared.
Do you remember that? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
But I remember we had a McDonald's before and I was having a milkshake and the hair just made me like, bleh, like
yeah.
Just.
I've actually got. I'll get a picture right now. I think of when we were there.
Yeah, that was years ago.
You could see it in like my first mixtape, like in the back. I remember Sem. Sem's like he did like graphic designing and that.
Yeah, I saw that. The Bray Wyatt thing. It's kind of like they kind of had that going with him when he was in when he had Luke Harper with him and the other 2. I forgot what the stable was called. But when he was like that sort of demonic. Oh, the White family. It was the White family.
Yeah, the White
they were
family,
like demonic sort of like theme, and it kind of takes you back to like the old school. Like wrestlers all had their themes, and now he's got like this psychopath theme, and he's wearing a mask.
Is he on his ones now? Is he like?
Yeah,
I think him now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just him.
There's no
I don't know where the other guys are. I don't know if they're like still in the WWE contracts or.
Because like, if I'm honest, like. As much as I love wrestling, but I haven't been like fully up to date. Like I watch the pay-per-view every now and then, but
yeah, same.
You know, I want to get back into like watching SmackDown and Raw and stuff. Like,
well, I can't avoid the hype because I'm on Instagram, so I'm always seeing like weekly stuff and like main events and AEW. That's just buzzing now.
But NXT UK, like
NXT UK,
I'm always there. Like,
we're always watching that. We're always keeping up to date. It's a shame we can't go to more like shows.
We need to.
But we went to the Royal Albert Hall. That was an amazing experience.
Was
that was historical. But kind of like how how they did it ages ago, like in the I think early 90s, like.
What, in Wembley?
No, in the Royal Albert Hall when they came over.
Oh,
that was the last time they done it, like early 90s.
HBK was at the first one, isn't it?
I don't know HBK. I remember British Bulldog was there obviously because it was his hometown. Well, not hometown, but his country. And I think he was facing Undertaker or someone. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's just an amazing venue to like go to.
Yeah, that was pain.
It's just an amazing. But we went for 2 days as well, like.
Yeah, 2 days running, man.
2 days.
I had to leave work like super early just to get the train down, get ready, go there with you.
Kind of felt like it was a part of my life. Like the second time we went, it was like, oh, I'll be coming back again the next day.
Yeah.
It was
it's like the norm. It's like it felt like.
Yeah.
But it was good though because it was 2 days. It wasn't one show. Like you had something else to look forward to the next day. It wasn't over like when you go to Raw. It's just over.
Well, deep this year, we're currently near enough a week away from NXT. In what city is it? In Toronto, is in Toronto.
I think Toronto Takeover. Yeah, when it's Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong, and
against
Velveteen. Yeah, for the North American title.
I can't wait for that match. I feel like Pete Dunne can really put his stamp down.
Yeah, imagine he wins the title.
Like
but we can't keep like being biased, man. The guy who had the title for time.
Yeah, I know, but like you gotta love Pete Dunne, man. Like,
Yeah, no, he is wicked. Obviously, he's our boy over here. Like, you're always gonna support, you know, your own.
Like I see him at the top, like of the main roster. Like one day, I say
Like main event in WrestleMania. Not that high.
I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like.
But they didn't even use him in WrestleMania when he was a UK champion. Like, he was there, but he never done anything.
He was there, but I think it's something that will be gradual. I don't think they're gonna throw him in the deep end.
Yeah.
A bit too soon. Do you know what I mean? He was the face of UK, and now they're
it's
like,
now,
we
like,
can't
who
have you
is the-
forever, so we're gonna give someone else a push.
Like, fair enough, like, I was about to say, like, who is the face of the UK? Obviously, it's whoever the champion is, like, Walter, innit? Like,
I don't think he has much of a presence. I mean, he's a big guy.
yeah,
he does have a presence, but I mean,
he's a
like,
unit, but he's, like...
as the face, I just don't see him as like.
I don't know, I feel like we saw Pete Dunne more, and we saw him live as well more with the title.
Yeah.
If it was at the Royal Albert Hall, if it was at Progress, you know, like, we see him a few times, and it's like, where we saw him with the title, we always felt like he belonged there.
Yeah.
And
I remember we went to a Progress show, and another thing what I love about like WWE and stuff, like they let Pete Dunne take, you know, the title into Progress. Remember when we went in Camden?
They have a contract, or they must have like some
Like,
sort of relationship with the Indies.
I just love that. Like,
I think like when I was listening to Pete Dunne podcast, like they let him sort of do what he kind of wants because he's not on a full WWE contract.
yeah, he's
They're
like a
kind of-
freelance. He's like a
Kind
freelance.
of, yeah, but there's certain promotions that he can't go to, but there is some obviously in the UK that he can.
Back to my point though, I do see him to be the face of main roster one day. I know it sounds a bit too far fetched, but like I wouldn't be surprised. He just has that. He just has that look. He's unique, you know. Like
Yeah, he is epic, isn't he?
his hair, like his gum shields, like
Cruiserweight.
his bruiserweight personality. Like he's just like he's like a brawler, but he's like a, you know, tactician with his like submissions and stuff. Like I just feel
break
like
your fingers.
yeah, like that. Like
Can't
his
break my fingers. I need to paint with these hands.
yeah, fucking hell. Like his little, I'd say, cameo at Royal Rumble. Like
Royal Rumble.
yeah, remember the one that just went by in Jan? He came out. I think it was at like 17 or around that number.
Oh yeah, he come out. Yeah. Fucking hell,
When I
yeah.
saw that, I got so gassed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw it. I saw it
forgot
on
about that.
Instagram a bit earlier, and it kind of like
Yeah,
it
it
kind of
spoiled it for
ruined.
you.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Instagram. It was spoiled for you so much.
That's what I'm gonna do from now on. If there's something big like coming up, and obviously UK time's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously we're
especially
waking
when
up
they're on
early,
like,
innit?
the West Coast, like they show it too late for us.
Mhm.
But next time, like I watch it in the morning or something, I'm gonna make sure that I don't go on Insta, because when I saw Pete Dunne come out,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
even
it was
the
like
picture,
some
'cause
excitement, innit?
He uploaded it. I was just gassed. I
Yeah,
was-
yeah, you gotta
I
love a
was
bit of
so
Pete Dunne.
gassed. Like sick.
So yeah, no, there's some like I remember that figure, man. We were all trying to get that Pete Dunne figure. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, sorry Jesus, but we were trying to get that figure for ages, man. And because it's a US exclusive,
I don't know. Like sometimes you gotta break the bank. So
literally, like I think whoever like me and the boys were talking like the BWO, Turbo and NWF, and it's like to get that figure, man. It was like it was a mystery every day.
Yeah.
Seeing people buying 2 at a time on Instagram,
Yeah.
driving to Target or was
like
it a
the-
Target exclusive? Yeah.
It's like the sneaker game, isn't it? It's a bit similar
Yeah,
to that.
it's like it's like hunting for for a toy that we know we're never gonna get over here. So you got people bumping it on eBay that we had to pay,
Yeah.
like, well, I think I paid like £60.
Yeah, it does kind of like take the joy out of it. But once you get your hands on it, you understand the rarity of it. Like,
Yeah,
you'll
and obviously
appreciate
it's
it
a
more.
limited figure as well.
It is a
so-
limited figure, but it's just like.
I
Come
don't know
on,
if limited,
guys.
but it's exclusive. So does that mean is that the same thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how Mattel work with their limited or their exclusive. Like exclusive is just is it hard to get?
It's like,
It's only limited to certain places, and then limited is like a limited amount.
yeah,
so
basically.
I don't know, but yeah, I've got it
Was
now.
it
so I'm happy.
exclusive to Target?
Only to Target, yeah. There was,
So that means
it wasn't
only
like in
Target
Smiths or
is
nothing.
that means it's only allowed to be distributed in Target,
Yeah.
other than
Any other stores,
any
yeah.
other store. And obviously
And they weren't coming
Target
to the
might
UK.
have a partnership with Ringside. But I remember,
No, they didn't.
but didn't it go on Ringside? I swear it went on Ringside. Or was that another one?
And I went on
Because I got.
it went on Toys and Masks, I think. Toys and Masks or Wrestling Figures Shop. WrestlingFigShop.com.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I
And they
don't
went
know.
on
I feel
eBay,
like
and it's just like, yeah,
even if
prices
you're
were
young,
ridiculous, man.
even if you're young, yeah, like, do it now. Like, go out and work. If you want that figure, yeah, don't say, "Oh, I'm broke." Like, you gotta do your best to find.
That's what I used to do, man. When I was
like when we were young, we used to love shoes, innit? So I remember like you used to get like your Retro 5 Jordans, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I want a slice of that cake. Like, I want that.
Yeah,
I
you
want
want a
my
pair.
shoes as well." So
yeah, so you had to work for it.
I had to
man.
work for it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if you want that Pete Dunne figure, like, I'm just saying that if anyone need like young is watching, because I'm 19, like I'm still working as well. But like, if anyone younger, like 15, 14, 13, like, you know, go to a family member, volunteer, do your best to get that figure. Like,
But then there's another
'cause it
thing. It's like
feels
going back
better.
to my point. If you can't get the figure because it's too much money, then there's the game of customizing has become like a thing now. It's like
Yeah,
it's not everyone for themselves. It's like a community.
yeah,
It's not everyone for themselves anymore. But Instagram and Facebook has become.
beautiful.
It's made a community. Like you can, but someone will mold the head and make a cast, and you can buy the head from someone.
Yeah.
Instead of paying £80, you can pay maybe £15 or $20.
Yeah,
For just the head that's painted, and then you can get the parts of the figure and put it together. Like you ain't got to. It's not like
Yeah.
shoes are different. We can't make a shoe. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
with
like
a toy,
manufactured, yeah,
with
yeah.
the toy you can get the parts because
have the
there's
tools
so
there.
many wrestlers that Mattel have made that you can get from and pick and choose. That's what customizing is. And if someone can mold the head, which people have done,
Yeah.
you can cast it, paint it, and put it on your figure. And I've done the same thing. I've bought from people
Yeah, yeah.
before, like who've made molds, and I've used them for my figures if I couldn't find the head
Yeah.
or if there was no access to it.
Personally though, like, if I was to ever get a figure now, I'm so drawn to just leaving it like in the packet. Like, I've got a
Yeah, that's exactly what I've done with Pete Dunne. I haven't opened it.
like
I don't want to open it.
I've got a deluxe aggression. Like, this is going back to Jax now.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
With the orange costume, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know why they made him so like massive. Like, it's the
Yeah,
same
that was
height as,
deluxe.
like,
That was
Big
deluxe
Show.
aggression, innit?
But like, he had like the heavyweight title. He had this orange and like white and green mask here. Like,
Yeah.
still literally mint in
Yeah.
the packet. Like,
Yeah.
we have the Heaven and Hell HBK,
Yeah, HBK and
and
Undertaker.
Undertaker mint.
WrestleMania.
in the
Was that
packet.
WrestleMania 25?
Yeah, 25.
With the big star on the Titan.
That was one of my like favorite matches ever.
Yeah,
like,
that was
growing
like
up.
because a lot of WrestleManias before that, I say the three before them were just crap, man. Like,
Yeah.
and then
the following year was, I think, the worst WrestleMania.
yeah, the worst WrestleMania.
That was
WrestleMania
the
26 and
worst.
27 was the
Fucking
worst
hell.
one. The only thing that made that, was the HBK and Undertaker 2. Like,
But that wasn't even that great.
no, it weren't. It was. I think it was like sort of obvious because it wasn't as amazing. Actually, no. WrestleMania 27 was Triple H and Undertaker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
that
match
a
was that the
sick
Hell in a
one.
Cell.
Yeah. That was a
That
sick
was
one.
was it
Even
Hell in a
the
Cell?
Yeah, it was. It was a HBK
The special guest.
referee.
That match was amazing. I feel like everyone thought, right, this is
Yeah,
gotta
it's
be
over.
it.
When
Like, HBK didn't do it, but they got HBK involved with Triple H facing him.
I remember
everyone
when
must have
HBK
thought, right,
did
this is it.
did the Switch in music.
What, as
and
his
then-
referee, and then
as a
Triple H
referee,
pinned
and
him.
then- No, because he did the pedigree. He followed on from the. Undertaker was stunned.
Yeah, everyone. I remember watching that. I thought, right, that's it. I was like literally ready to pounce, like yes, and then
Right,
he just kicked out.
See, I got a bit of a rant incoming now because, like, growing up personally, apart from like the badass era, I never really used to like Undertaker.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fan of him. Like, I used to find this streak at WrestleMania annoying, especially when he like beat CM Punk. Like, CM Punk was like one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Like, I was just so
But
like.
around that time, I didn't like CM Punk, man. I feel like their character of CM Punk, the character of CM Punk changed, he evolved.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best in the world anymore. He was like just this.
The SCS was it there?
No, it wasn't straight. No, that was before. But he went past the best in the world.
Yeah, he wasn't in his prime. Like, it wasn't prime Punk.
Yeah, it wasn't the prime Punk that we were watching and thought, wow, this guy with the slick back hair is something else, you know. And it's just, it's like Undertaker. I know, like, a lot of people love the Undertaker, man.
Yeah, a
he's
lot of people
legend.
love the Undertaker.
Like, he's a legend, and what he's done for the business. Like, listen to podcasts. Like, he would do anything for the business.
Yeah, as a person.
Yeah, as a person, as Mark. Is it Mark Galloway? Is that his full name?
I think so. Yeah.
Or as the Undertaker, like he would do anything.
That's the thing. Like, going back to my little rant, like I used to kind of like resent him because
it was repetitive and boring, isn't it?
But like, I don't like, and I'll say it again, Brock Lesnar ending the streak. Like, personally. Like, I know he's that dominant beast, and a lot of people might not like this, but I just can't stand Brock Lesnar.
I think he's
alright.
Like,
I used to not like Undertaker, but I would take Undertaker over Brock Lesnar any day. Like, Brock Lesnar is just like some OP beast.
I was actually watching the Stone Cold podcast the other day,
so
and he said to Vince McMahon, he asked him, he was like, what did you know what? He was something like along the lines, like, I'm not quoting him, but he was like, "What did you put the call in for Brock Lesnar in the street?"
Yeah.
And he was like, no. He was like, it was timing. It was all about timing. He goes, there was other people at HBK, Triple H could have done the job.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly.
And it's like, and he goes, it was all about timing, and it wasn't. You know, obviously he made the call. Vince McMahon made the call when it was going to happen. Yeah. It wasn't the Undertaker's like role, but they let him go for so long, and they said, right, this is it. But obviously, it was best for business. You know, it's best for business. Like, Brock Lesnar draws money in, and like
does he still draw money in?
Yeah, of course, man, of course.
As the face of the company,
as people hate him,
as a part timer, because I don't like what I see. He's not really champion.
He's a part timer, but he comes back every now and then. Like, he's not
like growing up. Like, you used to see The Rock, Stone Cold.
Yeah, it was weekly. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, they used to fight in the ring. Like, even if it was like a tag team match, like, they was still on the match card. Eddie. Mm-hmm. Even Brock back then.
Yeah, back in 2002 and all them, like, back in the days with the black trunks.
But that whole like conspiracy thing that
you remember my Jax figure that I'd made of him?
The first one.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. You still got that, innit?
Yeah, I've still got it.
You still got that, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they're still there after our house just got burgled.
Fucking hell.
I just fucking. I'm like really. I'm really surprised that everything's still there. But you know, that's the first thing.
All your title belts were gone, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, obviously, just for people that listen, like, you know, that have just heard that. Well, our house got burgled the other day, and all they took was 2 iPads, my Canon camera, and check this one out. I had a pot in my drawer, a cup that I had since I was little of Mickey Mouse, and inside that, a Mickey Mouse cup, and inside that I had figure belts that I had since I was like, what, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I had the light heavyweight Titantron belt. I had the European title belt. I had all the belts in this pot. And the burglar, the man who burgled our house took them. He took them. He didn't take no figures. Didn't take no nothing. Like, it didn't take no exclusive
it was jewellery in it,
stuff. Like, there was mint on card figures that he thought, like, I thought he might have taken, that I like checked, but took nothing. Anyway, going back, so my Brock Lesnar figure that he didn't steal. The Brock Lesnar figure that he didn't steal. That's what I'm gonna call it now from now on. The Brock Lesnar figure he never stole.
Yeah, but you had loads of like figures there, anyways. But I
know. Yeah, I have what, like, six on the wall. Like, I need a bigger cabinet. Really.
That Lesnar figure's it was quite good.
It was all hand painted. I hand painted it.
And he did the back tattoo with a pencil.
Yeah. I penciled the back tattoo. Like, I just
it was
one
only
day.
Like a little like pencil that you get from like Argos or something, innit?
Yeah, just like a normal pencil. If it was like, I just went in the drawer, like Mum's drawer, and just took the pencil. I was like, I think I was 12, 13, and I thought, you know what?
You were that young?
Yeah. Come on, man. I was like,
no, man.
No. I was year 12 or year 13. I don't know.
So
if I was year 12 or year 11, I was like 16, 17.
Yeah. So you weren't 12. You were.
No, I wasn't 12. I was like
12.
maybe year 12 or year 11. Sorry,
yeah.
not year 13. But so obviously year 12, year 11, that's school years. So, you know, you're like 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
So I was one day, I was like, because you remember the Wrestling Figs forum, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, so I used to go on there.
Hell.
I used to go on there, and I used to like.
Cold.
When I first started out, I was, not lazy, but I wanted to do things quickly. So I'd just try and order decals. I'd just try and buy them and put them on my figure, and I'd call that my custom. But one day I tried to message this guy, right, every day, and he never got back to me. So I thought, you know what? Fuck this.
Fuck that guy.
I'm just gonna do it myself.
What's his at? Has he got a?
I don't remember. He was like some like muscular guy with like a tight black t-shirt as his DP, and then
got a message and be like, yo, I just made the fucking.
That's all I remember.
The sickest
some
Rey
big guy with a
Mysterio
black t-shirt. I haven't even made a Rey Mysterio.
No, you did. You made one recently. The fucking.
Oh yeah,
Halloween
the Halloween
Havoc.
Havoc. Oh right, yeah. All right. Well, how did I even forget about that? That's what people know me for.
That's what people know you for, yeah.
And then I messaged him every day for this decal, his back tattoo, and he never gave it to me. And I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just gonna get the iPad or the computer and just look at a picture and draw it. Like, how hard can it be?
Yeah.
So I just done it, and then that figure, I just like, I've had it ever since. The Brock Lesnar figure that the guy never stole.
Yeah. I don't know like your full audience, but would you say like you have like a younger audience as well? Like any like new recruits coming into the scene? Like I don't really know.
Yeah,
of many customizers.
there's always
only
people.
the main
There's
ones.
always people coming in. There's always people coming in, going out. Some people that stuck it through and really have an interest in wrestling as much as the figures.
Yeah.
So having an interest in wrestling, like we all do, then the figures follow through. But
Have you seen anybody like made like a drastic growth?
oh yeah, loads of people, man. Loads of people.
Do a shout out.
Especially Empire of Wrestling. That guy is like, I can see that he's obviously inspired by Bu, and his work is really good. He's improved a lot. Like,
Yeah, I follow him as well.
his
Like.
Samoa Joe that he done the other day, and the painted John Cena head scan.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I was also
think
gonna
he
say
done
it.
two. I think he done two heads of Bray Wyatt, and the first one he just knew like he could do better, so
I
he
think
came
he's
back
done
and done
a
it.
couple. I think,
Yeah, I think he's done two,
or maybe even more. You know.
and he
But-
done like Slipknot people recently. Yeah, I think he did do another Bray Wyatt.
He did do. I think he did a few. Yo.
Yeah,
But what I like as well is the John Cena one, because not that many people get a good John Cena head scan, but he managed to like pull it off.
there's good John
That's
Cena
what I
head
really
scans
like.
out there. Jack's done better head scans of Cena
Mattel.
than Mattel did, but it's just I'm not. It's not like I'm not being rude, but you just got to paint it right. Someone's got to paint
Yeah.
it right to, I think, because there's a lot of figures out there that are terrible when they come out of the fan manufacturers.
Yeah.
But when people like Bu, Empire, a lot of other artists, when they repaint the heads, man, they make them
Yeah.
look so good.
I feel you.
But that's just one example. Empire is one example, but there's a lot of other people. Figs 31. Is it? I forgot his name. It's gone out my head.
He'll come back.
But there is a lot of people that have done, stayed with it and they enjoy it, man. That's all it is. You just got to enjoy it. Don't force. Don't force a.
And don't be too hard on yourself as well if you feel like you're not customizing. Not you. I mean like.
Yeah, in general,
like,
yeah.
if you
But there's
feel
always self-pressure, man.
Yeah.
Always.
If you feel like people are uploading and like you're not, like it's fine, innit? Like
That's
it's just all
sometimes
in
I
due
even get
time.
that. Sometimes I think,
Yeah.
oh man, so many people are uploading. And I haven't put out nothing. Like, what's going on? Like, come on. And then
Never rush greatness.
yeah, no, that's exactly it. Never rush, man. Like I rushed that Chris Jericho. Do you remember that Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
I rushed
Is
that.
it been going on for an hour and 20 minutes, or am I bugging?
No. We've been going for 29 minutes.
29 minutes.
29 minutes, 10 seconds.
Or is that 1 hour?
That's not 1 hour, man.
Is that not 1 hour? Been going on for time.
Oh, well, we've been talking a lot. 1
Yeah.
hour, 29 minutes.
How
No
long
way. When did I get a phone call?
We literally been going.
I got my phone call at 9:46.
No, so it has been 29 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up in like in an hour, like
An hour?
another half an hour.
Fucking hell,
Another
mate.
half an hour, we'll wrap it up, innit?
Yeah. It's been some good talk here. Like I feel like it went easier than I expected. This is obviously like our first podcast, my first podcast as well.
Yeah, it's your channel really, and you haven't even got a name yet.
Yeah, I haven't even got a name.
But, you know, this is just for some people to listen to, you know, just to tune in.
Yeah, in their spare time.
Kind of just, you know, have to hear what I want to say. Not what I want to say, but what, you know, you want to ask me sort of thing.
Yeah, there's nothing better.
But like you said, never rush greatness. I couldn't agree anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that Wrestle Kingdom 12 Jericho I did, Jesus Christ, man.
It takes time, do you know what I mean? Like, as a musician, like, I see so many people.
Obviously, that's for the people that don't know, Rocky's he's MC, UK MC that, you know, been doing for a long time and improving and growing. So that's what, when he says as a musician, that's what he's referring to.
So yeah, as a musician, like, I see people uploading every day, like, even like my favourite artists, and I'm just like, oh, like, I need to get in the studio, I need to do this, do that, and it's just like, no, like, let what is natural to me, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is this what people are saying to you?
Not
or what
really.
you're seeing people say to the artist?
What do you mean, like
when
I'm saying that to myself. Oh,
right,
like,
okay.
And to other people as well, like in the customizing world. Like that's what I'm implying, because in the customizing world, like, it's more frequent that people upload, and like it's kind of like in your face, like every single day. Like you get so many uploading every day, because music is like a longer time, but as we're like customizing, it can be like
some people can finish a head in like a day. Like I've painted a figurehead in a day, but I've never uploaded it.
Yeah, so to the young bucks out there, not the actual young bucks, so like the kids,
young bucks
and the upcomers,
Super King Party.
It's just like, you know, chill, have fun with it. Don't like get too anxious. You know, don't be too concerned if people like it.
Yeah, man. At the end
not.
of the day, it's a hobby. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like
it's not your full-time job yet.
You're not building a rocket, like, you know. You're taking you know, it's a hobby. You're meant to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So this ain't a competition. Like, who can upload first? Like, and that's how I felt with that Chris Jericho. I thought I need to be the first one. Like, I went to Games Workshop, bought purple paint. I was like, I got to be the first one. Like, I can't be like doing that. Like, that's not the right mentality to have. Like, to try and be number one, forcing it's not going to work. Like, being number one is being appreciated for being number one. You earn your spot. You don't rush to the top.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean? Like,
exactly.
You just gotta have that like tunnel vision. Like, just be, you know, straight towards what you want. Like, have goals. You know what I mean? Like, as a customizer, just be realistic as well. Like, if you want to make like 2 customs or like 3 customs in under 2 weeks, then just go for it. Like, don't be like, oh,
have a target. Like when I was in that competition with the Rey Mysterio, I had a target. I had I think, was it 4 weeks? I think I had 4 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah, there was that time limit as well.
There was a time limit, and there was an upload date, and if you didn't upload by a certain time, you forfeit.
Yeah.
So like, you're on the tight schedule, but that's okay. When you're on a competition or when you're in a time limit, that there is like a consequence at the end. Yeah. Then fair enough, you put your all in it.
Yeah, that's when the pressure
self pressure, that ain't right. That's not what I think people should do.
That leads to many more things, like
mistakes, errors, and anxiety.
Well.
Like, you're trying to rush back from school or work to go home and do it. Like, I look forward to going home like at the end of the work day to carry on. It's like, if I never learnt from my mistake from the first one, I feel like it's a good thing to do that. In a way, like, make that mistake of rushing something, because if I never had rushed that Wrestle Kingdom 12 Jericho, I would have never learnt how to do the second one better. Because that second one, I could say, my hands up, I shrunk the head to a great size. I made the jacket with it, which made it even more special. I got, you know, the right material for it.
Actually, it was more than like twice.
I've done it 3 times, man.
Yeah, you done it a couple times.
I've done the first time. The first time I completely bottled it. Yeah. The second time I made one for me. Yeah. And then the third time I made it. I made it for who did I make it for? I made it for Toys of Jericho. I remember, like, you were constantly doing it. Like literally making the same figure, same tattoo
and
sleeves.
People were like, it's still large.
Oh,
like,
right, the head. Oh, at the start, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was in denial. I was in denial.
Yeah.
I was looking at it at different angles to say, right, yeah, that's not too big.
That's part of your growth as well, like just accepting other people's criticism as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's one thing that everyone needs to understand as well.
But
like,
constructive criticism.
Yeah. Rather than
fuck me, there is people out there that really piss me off with their like criticism, not their constructive criticism, but criticism, because they're just trying to milk it. They're trying to make like a joke out of you, and that's what I don't
I
find
remember
nice.
one guy was just being a waste man about it. He was like too big, or like
Oh
he
yeah.
said, like he just put some like blood.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even say the head's too big. He was like
Yeah,
too
I know.
big.
I think I forgot his name, man. But no one
I
likes
remember
him.
you just like blocked him, and that was it. Like,
Blocked. But I know who you're talking about, because some people were ripping into him, saying that he used like chewing gum as sculpting.
chewing gum.
Yeah, he used chewing gum
Fucking
as clay
savage.
sculpting, which is a bit sad, a bit peak, but
That's quite peak.
yeah, that's a bit sad. But you know, people saying that about him, but I didn't give a fuck, because I knew that I could have done better, and I knew that I'd done a terrible job when I rushed it anyway. But I came back and learnt from my mistakes. It's the best thing to do, really.
Who would you say right now in like WWE or in the wrestling world, like who's your favourite besides Jericho, Kenny, like the underdogs? Who's your like favourite underdog?
My favourite wrestler right now in the scene,
Yeah.
in any promotion,
Yeah.
it's got to be Will Ospreay, man.
Really?
Yeah, it's got to be Will Ospreay.
I kind of feel like
Watching that guy live, man,
I
it's
kind of
just
feel like
something else.
he's like alone in Japan. I know there's like mega talent.
Yeah, he does
but
seem a bit alone, yeah.
He's kind of like on his ones now. Like he hasn't got Kenny.
Yeah, he hasn't got anyone, really.
It's
Well, he's
just
got
like-
people there, but
Yeah, he's got people there, but it's like there's like an island over there.
yeah, like he's
He's
just
just
like,
on a small island. I know Japan's a massive place, but like
Yeah.
he's just like on a small island. Like
yeah, I know what you're saying, compared to like where he was, but he was travelling a lot, wasn't he? He was going from Japan
yeah, he had to
to I think
settle
New
down.
Zealand or Australia to England. Like,
Yeah.
he was here all the time, and then he'd go to Japan next week. Like,
It takes its toll,
you know,
Yeah.
it must be
and he had a kid
draining.
recently as well, wasn't it?
No, Pete Dunne had a kid recently.
Yeah,
Not Will
my
Ospreay.
bad, I'm bugging out. I
Will
swear
Os-
his wife's pregnant though.
Yeah, she was pregnant. No,
I swear Will's wife
No.
is pregnant right now.
no. She's wrestling in AEW,
Am
and he
I
ain't got a
bugging
wife.
out?
He's got a girlfriend.
Am I bugging out?
No, you're thinking about Pete Dunne. Pete
Yeah.
Dunne had a kid. Will
Even-
Ospreay's got two
even
children.
Pete
That's his
had
two
to
dogs.
Even Pete had to settle down as
I think
well,
two dogs.
because he's like WWE now, like full time pretty much.
Yeah, but he's not on a full contract, innit? So he's home. Like, he was home not long ago. It was only
Recently.
recently when he went to NXT, and he was like, and then like, everyone was like, "Whoa, he's back!" It's like he was gone for time.
Yeah.
I can't remember how long for. But he was gone for a while until he made his return recently.
Yeah, I like Pete a lot.
But yeah, I'd say Will Ospreay is my favourite right now, man. The guy's moveset, it kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like I'd say RVD, like his moveset, kind
Yeah,
of
it's just
insane.
high
Like,
flyer.
yeah, and the moves
I
he
think
does, the athleticism, the
I think-
strength.
When we went to a Progress, his
in Camden,
match, his match
Yeah, against
against
what's his name?
Devlin.
Yeah, Devlin. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's his full name though?
Jordan.
Jordan Devlin.
Jordan
yeah,
Devlin.
yeah.
I think that might have been the best match I
Ever
had
seen live? Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Like
It was insane, man. That
like
was
when
insane.
I mean ever,
Like,
I
the
mean
whole crowd was
I mean, like,
embracing the fact that the
over
match.
any WWE match.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That was the best match
It's like they had all the time.
ever seen.
It's like they had all the time in the world to perfect their match, whereas WWE, they're like under time, innit? They're under like
Yeah.
specific time. They got to make sure that they do their specific moves,
That
and they got
was-
to have a specific finish. Obviously, they have the same with Ospreay and Devlin, like they practiced, but they had their
Yeah.
own time and their own pace to do it at, and it was amazing, man.
The thing is that we only saw it from like one angle from where we were sitting.
Yeah, but we still saw it.
I know we still saw it. We experienced it live, but
And we still saw all those shoes getting flown into the ring when
yeah, fucking hell.
I forgot what was it, the triple tag,
Yeah.
or was
yeah.
it 6-man tag?
That
Yeah,
was really bad.
No, that wasn't bad. That was amazing, man. Everyone throwing their shoes. I was wearing my nice like Asics, so I didn't want to throw them in. I didn't want to throw them in, but I remember everyone was going crazy. That was so funny, man. But that's the things that you enjoy, man. Like you do that in the WWE show, you're gonna get fucking thrown out.
Yeah.
A Progress show, or like just like
It's underground, isn't it?
yeah, it's indie, innit? It's like it's in a bar. It's like in a cafe
Camden,
slash
yeah.
bar. It's like what was it? Yeah, Electric Ballroom. Yeah,
yeah.
Electric Ballroom in Camden, innit? Like it's only down the road, really. The famous Camden
Yeah,
that's where we
it's
went.
like 5-10 minutes away from us.
Yeah, literally.
It's like those are the moments that like just will never blur.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
I remember
yeah.
it so vividly.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Like we try and wing it and go like literally like ringside.
Oh, and we sat front row and
Yeah,
we
we
got told
sat
to
front
move.
row and we got told to move. But like,
Yeah, played the old card.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I didn't know. I thought my seat was here.
yeah,
And really,
yeah.
like our seat was in the back.
And then we had some like tall ass like 6'7" guy like just sitting in front of us throughout the whole fucking event.
I remember we had to
hate
stand
that.
up for some part of it. And people behind us were like,
hate that.
"Sit down." Yeah, no,
I hate
English
that.
crowds are not. They're not the friendliest.
I want to know when they're coming back to London, like the UK, NXT UK.
Yeah, obviously they're gonna come back round eventually, innit?
Just waiting. They're going to Essex. Like the NXT are going to Essex. They'll probably
Yeah.
bring the NXT UK as well. Like
But that's not far from us, really, innit? It's near Enfield, innit? It's not that far.
it's like Epping.
Turbo around the corner from there. Oi, oi, wallop.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like
But who's your favourite wrestler at the moment?
my favourite. I'd say
Don't say Rey Mysterio.
no. I think
This ain't
Ray,
2004 anymore, man.
I think Ray is my favourite of like all time because I just grew up on him.
Yeah.
But I'd say apologies for the block nose, by the way. I've got like bad hay fever, so sorry for saying it so late. But I'd say at the moment, I'd say like Ricochet, man.
Yeah, he's alright. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, Ricochet. Like I love Ricochet.
Now he's on the main roster. Yeah, his
Yeah.
moveset is. Him and Will Ospreay are kind of similar, really.
Yeah,
they
they
just
are.
bring this high flying entertainment. You know, the WWE never had a lot of high flying. You know, apart from Jeff Hardy and Mysterio, it's like who
Yeah.
else did they really have?
I mean, he had Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah, man. But
back
I'm
in the
talking
day.
like in the last, I'd say like 5+10 years maybe.
Yeah, they kind of went away from.
Yeah, they went away from high flying,
They
yeah.
went to like super heavyweights for a little while. They went
Yeah,
to
like
like
heavyweights, and you know they kind of maybe went back in the old school sort of days. There was not a lot of high flying, but you know what I was watching today. I was watching Mike Awesome. You know Mike Awesome,
yeah.
ECW heavyweight champion
Yeah,
for a
yeah, I
while.
remember, yeah.
That guy was 6'7", man, and he was so athletic. It is unbelievable.
I remember he had that match. Was it against Sabu?
I think it was Tanaka.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
on that
that
stand.
match was fucking disgusting.
The headshots they
Oh
were taking
my
with
Lord.
the chairs. It was this. Yeah, it was actually
Like as much as I
disgusting.
don't like WWE saying, oh, like you're not allowed to hit over the head, but like
You're not anymore.
I know. Like,
Only on the
as much
back.
As much as I don't like that, it's like you have to understand. You have to understand like why.
You know they got like RVD was tested recently for
Yeah, he has some sort of like,
concussion.
brain damage,
Yeah,
innit?
no brain damage, but concussion. Like he was checking if he had any concussion, and because he was getting like headaches and stuff, and it was getting a bit serious. And
It's not
obviously,
good.
yeah, a lot of chair shots to the head. They're like, especially when he's doing Van Daminator to someone, you know,
Yeah.
steel chair on the top of your head with a kick. Like that's a bit crazy, man. But yeah, that Mike Awesome match. That's it, Masato Tanaka.
Was that the match you watched like recently, or was it another match?
What do you mean?
Because you said
Yeah,
you
no,
were watching.
I saw that. Yeah, that was the specific one. His athleticism was just crazy,
I
man.
remember that event like so vividly as well.
Yeah.
Like,
One night stand, fucking hell.
Cena
R.I.P.
got absolutely like booed.
Booed out of the stadium, yeah.
I remember like the territory of ECW was in Philly, innit?
Yeah, it was Philly,
It
New
was
York.
Philly. Like they
went around places, but Philly and New York were like kind of they were both battling to be. I think Philly was the hometown. Yeah, it was like
Philly was the
that's where
territory.
ECW belonged. But New York wanted to kind of take over. They wanted to be known as the place for ECW. The fans always tried to win over the wrestlers. Like they always wanted to compete. Who was the loudest for them? It's like
Yeah.
it's like it was sort of like that really. But
I remember there was a time in WWE where the fans were like really bad.
yeah, just really super
Like-
quiet.
In like 2011, 2013.
Yeah, isn't that when we went to a show? 2011. And you was
what?
really young. It was like your first show, innit? I think I was
Nah,
still
that
in
was
school.
like 2008, 2009.
Yes, I was still in school. Yeah, I was like
Because
14.
I remember we went to the DX tour in like 2009.
Oh wow, yeah.
But we went to the show when I think like Batista like made a return or something, like 08.
Batista made a return.
Or maybe it was 2011. I don't know.
We went on our own once. We went on our own. I remember me and you. We never went with Dad and Harley.
Yeah.
It was just us two. We went, and CM Punk. I think CM Punk was there.
Yeah.
And Wade Barrett was there as well. That's like when Nexus were around. You're either Nexus or against us.
Yeah, I remember that.
Good old Wade.
What happened to him?
But I will say something
Is he in TNA?
Talking about ECW, nah, he's not in TNA. I think he's like in the indies, like proper like indies.
Really?
What I will say though,
That's peak.
the figures that I am doing for this competition are from ECW.
Oh,
So that's
your first
so
hit.
that's a little spoiler.
Here we go, first hit.
So that's a little spoiler for like, you know, people that are listening. I will drop a picture soon on Instagram for those who are interested. But they will, yeah, this is something that's gonna be, yeah, different, man.
Baby crying in the back. Fucking hell, man. It's fine though. ECW, like, we grew up on the era after what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like watching old videos and stuff and like pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's probably one of your favorite kind of wrestling, like extreme.
Yeah,
but
Extreme
there were
Championship.
matches that were just too extreme, like with glass and stuff, like to the face and like knuckles, like.
I'd say that's more
CC.
CCW or that was like TNA matches, man. Like with Abyss and Sabu, like they were crazy, man. Like ring, like
Yeah.
what barbed wire ring ropes and shit like that. And then,
Yeah, it becomes a time where you're just.
do you ever see the match between I forgot her name versus Bill Alfonso? Like when there's blood literally everywhere.
I don't remember.
That match was insane, man. Like that's the most hardcore match I've ever seen. Like he was ripped open to bits. I'm trying to get a picture and show you. Bill Alfonso. He's literally like covered in it. Yeah, Bueller, that's the one. But his face there, you see his face there. But there's another one, like I was listening to a podcast again, and he got rushed to the hospital because he was like covered.
Really?
Covered in like blood.
Jesus, man, that baby's doing my head in, like, fucking hell.
Is that Pete Dunne and his baby?
Shut up.
But yeah.
That would be jokes.
Got any more questions?
I think we'll just leave it at that for the minute.
Alright, cut me off.
Let everybody listen when they can.
Yeah, man.
You know, allow them from the baby, because it's doing my head in. Alright, then we'll call it
Cool.
a day then.
Sweet.
Hopefully we'll see, or everyone will hear us soon.
Yeah.
If they want to hear more.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely put
Obviously,
on
give us
Instagram.
some topics as well if you want to hear some specifically.
Yeah, like
you
what
can
questions and we
send
can.
in their questions. If you want it to be a weekly or, you know, a monthly thing, you know, we can always come down on a Sunday morning.
Yeah, Sunday morning
like
every
coronet,
or
do you
maybe
know what
give
I mean?
reviews on what we think about like any shows or any specific wrestlers or, you know, any specific customizers. Mostly I want to talk about the wrestling figures really, but it's
Yeah.
also good to talk about, you know, what's going on in the scene and like the real wrestling.
Yeah, because that's how I said, like, I want to be a bit more knowledgeable on what's going on, like, right now and today. Cause
Yeah, I can be like your
my knowledge
your
is
update.
like brief on
Yeah, on what's going on right now.
what's really going on.
Apart from AEW, which we watched, Double
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Nothing and
yeah.
all that.
But Fight TV is the app, right?
What we watched?
That we watched it on.
No, we watched Double or Nothing on ITV,
Yeah,
but we watched what was the pay per view?
Double or Nothing.
No, we watched Double or Nothing on ITV. We watched
Oh shit, I'm bugging.
We watched the other one on Fight TV.
All In?
No, All In wasn't. No.
But whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever it was,
Whatever
it was terrible on that app.
Yeah,
The sound wasn't working, innit?
and that's a problem that they've had for a while. But yeah, like, obviously send us some constructive criticism. Don't grill us, you know, if we want if you want to hear anything, you know, if you want the quality to be better,
Yeah, if you can't hear, let us know.
If you can't hear, let us know.
It's only a test. It's only the first time I've ever done this, really.
Yeah, but if you want us to be back, we'll be back.
Boom, boom, boom.
Peace, everyone.
Sweet.
Thank you.